How's it going, guys? Austin Laramie here from Zero to Hero Dog Training. I want to talk about puppies, okay? I see a lot of people do a lot of things wrong when they get puppies. When I get a puppy, I'm extremely OCD about the whole thing, in the regard that I don't allow them to do certain things or have too much freedom in the beginning, and I kind of bypass all the bad behaviors because of that. So a lot of people in the beginning, right, they get a puppy and the puppy's so cute, they allow the puppy to, oh look, he's chewing on the couch and oh, he's chewing on my hand, and you know, that's all cool. But when the puppy is a 100-pound dog and now he is destroying your furniture, that's not so cute, you know. So you have to say to yourself, I'm not raising a puppy, I'm raising a dog. So if you want to set your puppy up for success in the home when you first bring him home, especially if he's your first puppy or you don't have any other dogs, here's what I do, okay? Immediately I do crate training. I make them enjoy the crate. They sleep in the crate no matter how well trained they are until they're about 1. So your puppy must sleep in the crate every night. Don't make the mistake of letting your puppy sleep with you and always being around your puppy. You want to make your puppy mentally strong, and what that means is making your puppy be able to handle being alone and being comfortable being alone, not developing anxiety. Being around him 24/7 is gonna make him get used to that, and then when you finally leave to go back to work or whatever, he's gonna be destroyed. So you wanna set that standard on day one that, hey, you're alone sometimes and that's okay. But here's how I do things with a puppy. In the home, you'll wanna grab a thin 15, 20-foot leash, okay? And anytime my puppy is out, he's only out when I can supervise him. Supervising him isn't me on the computer doing work while he's around with me. It's me, I'm on the couch hanging out and I can physically watch his every move. The reason for the leash is you want to have the leash on, so if he starts to go over to a corner or start to chew on something, you just pull him away and you start working that leave it command. I'll say off, that's my leave it command. I'll say off and I'll pull him away. And I never allow him to figure out that the chair is nice to chew on, that the cords are nice to chew on. I don't even allow him to do it, right? I set the standard of always making sure that I'm manufacturing the environment to where he's set up for success and not destroying the house and doing things that he shouldn't be doing. Because he's a puppy, he wants to chew, right? That's normal. But you want to avoid the chewing on things in which you don't want him to chew on. So again, with potty training, right? My puppy, well, again, back to, you know, supervision. When I'm not supervising him, he's in the crate, all right? I put him back in the crate. If your puppy is crying in the crate, you must not even look at him. You must completely ignore him, outside the fact that maybe he has to go to the bathroom. But other than that, if he just went potty and now he's in the crate and he's crying or barking in the crate, I'm not going to feel bad and say, oh, I can't do this, I gotta let him out. Like, no. He can wait it out, he's gonna bark a little bit, he's gonna cry, he's a puppy, but I'm not going to give him attention when he does that, right? That's gonna teach him that crying gets him out of the crate. You have to get him used to that. So if he's crying, just ignore him, put him in another room, just wait out the dog, he'll be okay. Another thing, you're not letting a 2-year-old toddler just have free reign of the house. Same thing with puppies. I don't know why people let their dogs have so much freedom in the beginning. But yeah, back to potty training. The only way that makes sense to me, potty training, is crate training, right? The reason why crate training is so powerful with potty training is because dogs will not go where they lay. So your crate has to be fitting to your puppy. It should only be about the size to where he can just turn around in it and lay down comfortably. He shouldn't be able to move to one side. If he has space to move to one side, he'll go to the bathroom in that one side and lay on the other side. And then from there, here's how I start potty training. From the crate, I will not even allow him to walk to the door. I pick him up, I take him right outside, I say go potty one time, and he has about 3 to 5 minutes, and I stand in one area. I don't move. I say potty one time, and I don't say anything else. If he goes, as soon as he's done, I say yes, and I reward him heavily. Good job, boy. I praise him, and I bring him back inside. If he doesn't go, I will bring him right back inside and put him right back in the crate for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I will then take him back out of the crate and straight outside. And I'll repeat the process 3 to 5 minutes. Say go potty once. If he doesn't go, repeat the process back in the crate 20 minutes and do that until he goes. Once he goes, you can praise him, and then once you go back inside, let him have a little freedom, play with him a little bit, make sure the leash is on. You want to be super OCD about that, because if he starts going in the house, if a puppy goes in the house, it's entirely our fault as owners. It's not the puppy's fault. If he goes in the house and you don't see him go and you go find it later, there's nothing you can do. Do not punish him for that. He's not going to make the connection. If you watch him and he starts going in front of you, interrupt it. Yay! Right? Interrupt it. Pick him up, take him straight outside. You're not going to yell at him, punish him though. You're kind of just making a loud noise to make him stop. You're going to pick him up immediately. But the goal is to basically start only allowing him to go outside. If you only allow him to go outside, he won't have accidents in the home. So the puppy should have lots of crate time, right? It's not inhumane to let your dog or let your puppy get used to the crate. There is a way to make them enjoy the crate more. I'll use food, when I'm actually doing crate training. I will, in the moment, only make the crate exciting. So when I'm doing crate training, he goes in, it rains food, it rains toys, he gets a lot of praise. When he comes out, nothing happens. It's extremely boring. He goes back in, good boy, it rains food. I put the food through the top into the back of the crate, so he has to go to the back of the crate, not the front, to get the food. He comes out, nothing happens again. I'm not adding any command at that point though. I'm not saying crate, I'm allowing him to go in. If he goes in, it's a fun time. Socialization though, you have to get your puppy exposed to everything possible as fast as possible. Socialization does not mean playing with other dogs though, okay? He just needs to walk around and see other dogs. He needs to see cars. He needs to see fireworks, rain, concrete, asphalt, sand, grass, snow, mulch, all sorts of things that you could think of. Tall people, short people, beards, no beards, women, children, umbrellas, hoodies, backpacks. He needs to see all of that. If you get him exposed to as much as possible early on, then he won't develop much fear to different environmentals. It'll be normal to him. Don't let him just play with every single dog. I will allow him to play with dogs that I know that I trust, just so he can get a little bit of interaction with dogs. You want to make every single interaction good. So I will, to an extent, let some people come and pet him and let some dogs play with him that I trust. But I don't really do it too much. Once he's out of that real puppy stage, I don't let him really meet any more dogs or anything. I want him to be neutral to dogs. If you let your dog meet every single dog he sees, your dog is going to start being extremely reactive to dogs, because they're going to see dogs and be like, oh my goodness, I gotta go play. And so you don't want that. But you want to expose him to as much as possible. I would literally call stores and say, hey, I have a little puppy, I'm trying to get him socialized. Can I bring him in with me? I'll hold him in my hand. And usually they'll say, yeah. I'll bring him into stores with me. You want to get him to see as much as possible. I'll also, this is huge. The puppies are not eating from a bowl for a while. I hand feed all my puppies. They eat and they work for all their food. We play games with training. It's not really commands, but I'm teaching him how to follow food in my hand. It's called luring. And you want to hand feed your puppy. You don't want to use any bowl for a while. It's very, very important. That you don't hand feed, or that you don't bowl feed your dog. If you want him to enjoy the crate more, you can, sometimes I'll take his kibble, get it real wet, put it into a Kong and freeze it and let him chew on that for an hour, and that'll really calm him down, help him relax in the crate too. You will, when he's sleeping, you will have to wake up once or twice a night and go take him out, just like babies. When they're crying in the middle of the night, you have to wake up and take care of them. Same with puppies, okay? You got to do the hard work in the beginning. You got to wake up. If he's crying in the crate, sometimes it is because he has to go to the bathroom. So that's a part of it too. If you take him out and he doesn't go, then you just put him back in the crate. But yeah, you must do these things in the beginning to make sure your dog is set up for success. You're raising a dog, not a puppy, okay? Anything that you would not allow a 100-pound dog to do, don't allow your puppy to do it. With the puppy biting, I don't discourage puppy biting, okay? Because that's how they communicate. It's a normal thing. It's the same thing that babies do. They gnaw on things, and you know, I'm not telling my baby, no, stop, right? So if he's chewing on you, if he gets a little too much, put him in the crate, okay? The crate should not be a punishment, though. You're not going to go, you're going in your crate, right? You're just going to put him, hey, you're going in your crate, you're a little much, buddy, right? You never put him in a negative manner. If he gets a little too much on the biting, you can redirect it. Give him a toy, right? Let him bite on the toy. But I don't discourage the puppy biting. That's how they communicate. It's a normal thing. Puppies are not aggressive, right? People are like, my puppy is aggressive. He's a little 2-month-old puppy. I'm like, your puppy's not aggressive. He is just communicating, and he's playing. And you know, puppies aren't aggressive. I know of like one puppy that has ever actually had real dominance aggression at 4 months old. Like, it was actually real. But puppies are usually not aggressive, okay? So a lot of people, that's a big misconception. The puppy biting is not bad. If he gets too much, you just, okay, hey, that's enough, right? Pull him away. Redirect it with a toy. Redirect it with a ball. So that's very important. But all these things you must do when you get your puppy. Training starts on day 1. Second you bring them home, your training starts. Regardless if you're doing a training session or not, everything you do sends a signal to your dog, whether good or bad. What you allow them to do and what you don't allow them to do. I'm not worried about leash walking with my puppy. You want to actually, when he's outside, have him off leash. Or if anything, have him on a 15-20 foot long leash. You don't want the leash off leash to be a novelty. You want him to have the freedom, right? When they're a puppy, they're going to follow you anyways. So let him get used to that being off leash anyways. So it's normal to him. I'm not worried about my puppy walking perfectly along my side. I'm allowing him to explore. I'm allowing him to sniff, okay? I'm allowing him to go to the bathroom. I want him to build confidence and understand that he can go explore his world and go check out things. So I don't care about the polling or anything with puppies, right? I'm just walking with them and I'm allowing them to explore. Usually they're off leash anyways and they're gonna follow you. If your puppy takes off on you and just starts running, call his name and run the other way. He's going to chase you, right? Don't chase your puppy. If you want him to come back to you, run the other way. He'll literally follow you. Yeah, so these are just a couple tips that I've learned and that really help out a lot. A lot of people do puppies wrong and then they wonder why their dog is so ill-behaved when they grow up. You want to set your puppy up for success the day they come in the home. So do these things and you'll see a huge significant change in your puppies. I'm also not talking to my puppy a lot too. Like, everything you say to them, they don't understand English, so it's confusing them, right? I'm not overly talking to them a lot. You know, make your words have meaning to your puppy. Make something have meaning. If he goes to chew on something, I'll say leave it one time and I pull him away. And I start putting that in his mind that leave it is, hey, you can't do that, right? But I'm not baby talking him, oh my God, what's up, buddy? All that stuff, right? It's really doesn't do anything. It makes humans feel good, but it does nothing for the puppy, okay? Dogs are not the same as humans. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and like this video. Comment down below if you guys want me to make any other videos regarding some issues you're having with your pups, and we'll go from there, okay? Cool, guys. Thanks.